So welcome, this is Edexcel International A-Level Mathematics P1 Specimen Paper from 2019 or 2018 onwards, the new syllabus. So let us try to solve the question. So what is the first question he's asking about? The point 3, comma minus 4 lies on the curve y equal to f of x. State the coordinates of the image of P under the transformation represented by this f of x minus 2. If at all it is minus 2, if at all it is in the brackets, you have to do the opposite operation. Inside the bracket, it is for x. Outside the bracket, it is for y coordinate. And if at all it is inside the bracket, so there are two options. Either it will be inside or outside the bracket, the number. If it is inside, you have to do for x coordinate. And if at all it is outside, you have to change the y coordinate. And for inside, you have to do the opposite operation. And for the outside, you have to do the same operation. What do I mean by this? Now 3, comma negative 4, minus 2 is there. So it becomes 3 plus 2 comma minus 4, which is nothing but what? 5 comma negative 4. That's going to be the answer for part A. For part B, minus f of x. So what we have seen that it is outside, so we have to do the change the y coordinate and the same operation. So 3 comma negative 4. So only the y coordinate changes. 3 comma minus of minus 4 will become plus 4. Then next is nothing but what? F of x is equal to option C, 2y equals to f of x. So what am I going to do with that? Y equals to f of x divided by 2. In the sense y equals to 1 upon 2 times f of x. Again, it is outside. If at all it is outside, we need to change the y coordinate and the same operation. So 3 comma negative 4 thus becomes 3 comma negative 4 divided by 2, which does becomes 3 comma negative 2. And finally again plus 4. So again it is outside, so only change the y coordinate and the same operation. So what does that becomes? 3 comma negative 4 becomes 3 comma negative 4 plus 4, which becomes 3 comma 0. That's going to be the answer for question number 1. Coming to question number 2, the figure 1 shows the sketch of the curve with equation y equal to 2x squared plus 3x and the straight line y equal to half x plus 3. The line and the curve meets at the points P and Q. Using algebra, find the coordinates of P and Q. So both the curve and the straight line will intersect at P and Q. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do the simultaneous equations. So what is that? 2x squared plus 3x should be equal to half x plus 3. Multiply by 2 on both sides, entire equation on both sides. So it becomes 4x squared plus 6x equals to x plus 6. So bring all the terms on one side. 4x squared plus 6x minus 6 equals to 0. So 4x squared plus 5x minus 6 equals to 0. We got a quadratic. Factorize this quadratic. So I quickly add a page over there. So the quadratic is 4x squared plus 5x minus 6 equals to 0. So I've factorized it out. 4x squared negative 3x plus 8x minus 6 equals to 0. X common, 4x minus 3. Then again 2 common, it becomes 4x minus 3 equals to 0. So it becomes 4x minus 3 times x plus 2 equals to 0. So what do I be getting it out? 4x minus 3 equals to 0 or x plus 2 equals to 0. So x equals to either 3 upon 4, x equals to negative 2. So once I get the values of two values of x, I need to get the value of y also. So which is half x plus 3. So plug in y equals to 1 upon 2 times x is 3 upon 4 plus 3, which is 3 upon 8 plus 3, which is nothing but what? 3 plus 24 upon 8, which is 27 upon 8. So the point is going to be 3 upon 4 comma 27 upon 8. Whereas when I plug in this one, y equals to 1 upon 2 times negative 2 plus 3, so which is negative 1 plus 3, which is 2. So the point is going to be nothing but how much? Negative 2 comma 2. That is P and Q. So P is the one with the negative and Q is the one with positive. So this is P and this has to be Q. That completes the first part. Then hence write down the range of the values of x for which 2x squared plus 3x is greater than or equal to half x. So what is that? Again, I quickly add a page. So we know that 2x is for part B, 2x square plus 3x is greater than or equal to half x plus 3. So we get the same thing, 4x minus 3 times x plus 2 is greater than or equal to 0. So the critical values are 3 upon 4 and negative 2. So x is greater than greater root and x is lesser than lesser root. That's going to be the answer. Coming to question number 3, the curve has an equation, find dy by dx. So dy by dx equals to 1 upon 16, x cube derivative is 3x square minus 4 root x derivative, remember it is 1 upon 2 root x. So remember root x derivative is 1 upon 2 root x. And this can be written as 8x to the power of negative 1. So its derivative is minus 8x to the power of minus 2. So it becomes, finally when I simplify it out, it becomes 3 upon 16 x square minus 2 upon root x minus 8 upon x square. That's going to be the derivative. The point P, 4 comma minus 2 lies on the curve. Use the answer in part A to find the equation of the normal in this form. So first of all, when I plug in this point, I'll be going to get the slope of the tangent. Slope of the tangent, which is nothing but what? 3 upon 16 times 4 square, because x value is 4, y value is negative 2, minus 2 upon square root of 4 minus 8 upon 4 square. So this becomes 3 upon 16 times 16 minus 2 upon 2 minus 8 upon 16. So which is 3 minus 1 upon 2, 2 minus 1 upon 2, which is going to be 3 upon 2. This is the slope of the tangent, but he's asking about normal. So slope of the normal will be equal to reciprocal and change the symbol. So 3 upon 2 reciprocal is minus 2 upon 3. And the point is 4 comma negative 2. So y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. So y minus of minus 2 equals to minus 2 upon 3 times x minus 4. So y plus 2 equals to negative 2 upon 3 times x minus 4. Cross multiplication, 3y plus 6 equals to negative 2x plus 8. So what will be the final equation? 2x plus 3y plus 6 minus 8 equals to 0, which makes 2x plus 3y minus 2 equals to 0. Coming to question number 4, use the loss of indices to write the a in terms of b. So what is that? 4 power a upon 2 power 3b equals to 32 root 2. So 4 power a upon 2 power 3b equals to 32 can be written as 2 power 5, root 2 can be written as 2 power 1 upon 2. 4 can be written as 2 square upon 2 power 3b equals to 2 power 5 plus 1 upon 2. So this becomes 2 power 2a minus 3b equals to 2 power 11 upon 2. So 2 and 2 gets cancelled. 2a minus 3b equals to 11 upon 2. So 2a equals to 3b plus 11 upon 2. A equals to 3b upon 2 plus 11 upon 4. So 3b upon 2 is going to be 1.5b plus 11 upon 4 is 2.75. That is the values of a in terms of b. Solve the equation 3x is equal to x root 2 plus 14. So 3x equals to x root 2 plus 14. So 3x minus x root 2 equals to 14. Take x common, 3 minus root 2 equals to 14. X equals to 14 upon 3 minus root 2. Now factorize it out, multiply and divide with 3 plus root 2. So what does that becomes? 14 times 3 plus root 2 upon a plus b times a minus b is a square minus b square, which is 14 times 3 plus root 2 upon 9 minus root 2 whole square is 2, which is 14 times 3 plus root 2. 9 minus 2 is 7. So it just becomes 7 times 1, 7 times 2. So it becomes 2 times 3 plus root 2. That's going to be the answer for question number 4. Coming to question number 5. The figure 2 shows the plan of a design of a garden pond. The pond consists of a sector, then AO equals to OB equals to 3 centimeters. Angle AOB is 1.25 radians. Find the perimeter of the pond, giving your answer in 2 decimal places. So we have to find the perimeter of the pond. So perimeter of the pond is made up of the line AB plus arc AB, the major arc AB. So first of all, I have to find AB. So use cosine rule. AB square is equal to 3 square plus 3 square minus 2 times 3 times 3 times cosine 1.25. So AB equals to square root of 9 plus 9 minus 18 cosine 1.25. Simplify that one. You should be able to get that answer as 3.51. Now I want the length of the arc AB. Length of the arc AB is nothing but what? R theta. R theta, radius is R, 3, and theta. Theta is going to be 2 pi minus 1.25 because angle in a circle is 2 pi, angle as a point, so 2 pi minus 1.25. So use the calculator, you should be getting it out 15.10. Once I get that one, so therefore the perimeter is going to be 3.51. That was in three significant figures, but if you take the full calculator display 51058 and full calculator display 15.09955, simplify that 18.61 in two decimal place. That's going to be the answer. Part B, given that there is a uniform depth of water on the pond is 1.54 meters, find the volume of the water in the pond in meter cube to one place of decimal. So volume means area times height. So we have to find it out area. So there are two parts, area of the triangle, area of the sector. So area should be area of the shaded part or the pond. We can tell area of the shaded part should be equal to area of triangle plus area of sector. Area of the triangle is half times 3 times 3 times sine 1.25 plus area of the sector is half r square theta, half r square theta. Theta is 2 pi minus 1.5. When I simplify this one, you get 4.2704 and this one should be 22.6493. So now I'll be adding it out. I'll take the calculator and add these values, which is that is 4.2704 plus 22.6493, which should be giving me something around 26.9197. So therefore volume will be this area times height, which is times 1.5 times 1.5 should be giving me 40.37955. So it's going to be 40.4, one place of decimal, 40.4 meter cube. That's going to be the answer for question number 5. Question number 6, PQR form the vertices of a triangle PQR as shown in the figure. The point M is the midpoint of QR. The line L passes through M and parallel to PR. Find the equation of L. So to know the equation, always we need to know two things. What are the two things we need to know? We need to know point and the slope. Point and the slope, we should be knowing it out. Then I'll be using y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. Now it is passing through M. What is M? It is the midpoint. Midpoint of what? He has been given that it is a midpoint of QR. So Q is 7,8, R is minus 1,2. QR, Q is 7,8, R is minus 1,2. So the midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 upon 2, y1 plus y2 upon 2. So that does become 7 minus 1 upon 2, 8 plus 2 upon 2. So that going to become the midpoint as 3, 5. So once I find the midpoint, I need to find the gradient. Gradient, it is parallel to PR. P is minus 5,8, R is minus 1,2. P is minus 5,8 and R is minus 1,2. So the gradient of PR, so I will be finding gradient of PR, which is nothing but what? Y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, which is 2 minus 8 upon minus 1 minus of minus 5. So minus of minus 5, so it becomes minus 6 upon 4, which is minus 3 upon 2. So once I know the gradient, so y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. Because the midpoint was 3 comma 5 and the gradient is negative 3 upon 2, I use the formula y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. Now multiply by 2 on both sides. 2y minus 10 equals to negative 3x plus 9. So 3x plus 2y minus 19 equals to 0. That's going to be the answer. Next, what else is being asked? The line cuts PQ at N. Find the coordinates of N and the area of the triangle M and Q. So PQ. What is PQ? You can see that both, what is this? The y coordinates of both P and Q is 8. So therefore it's going to be a horizontal line. Horizontal line y equals to 8 is going to be the equation of the horizontal line. Now the line equation, just now we got it as 3x plus 2y minus 18 equals to 0 and y equals to 8. Plug in over there. 3x plus 2 times 8 minus 19 equals to 0. So 3x plus 16 minus 19 equals to 0. 3x minus 3 equals to 0. 3x equals to 3, x equals to 1. So what is going to be the coordinate of n? N is 1 comma 8. So basically it is a line parallel to PR and passing through N, and it goes to 1 comma 8. Now what is he asking? Find the area of the triangle MNQ, and this point is N. MNQ triangle area, he's asking us to find it out. This is 3 comma 5. So 1 comma 8, 3 comma 5 and 7 comma 8. So what are the points? 1 comma 8, 7 comma 8 and 3 comma 5 area. So how do I find the area? Area is very simple. We can use this shoelace method. Start with 1 8, 7 8, 3 5 and then again 1 8. Different methods can be followed. So then I do AD minus BC 3 times. So 1 upon 2 times 8 minus 56. Next time again I do AD minus BC, add it out, 35 minus 24. Then again next time one more time I do AD minus BC, which is 24 minus 5. So what does that becomes? 1 upon 2 times minus 48 plus 35 minus 24 is 11. 25 minus 5 is nothing but what? 19. So 19 plus 11 is 30. 30 minus 48 is minus 18. Minus 18 divided by 2 modulus is 9. So going to be 9 units square. Now coming to question number 7, sketch the diagram. On diagram 1, the graphs of y is equal to 2 cos x between minus 90 to 360. Basically, if at all it is cos x, it has to be in this way. This should be cos x between minus 1 to plus 1. But is nothing but what? It is 2 cos x. So when I say it is 2 cos x, it has to go up to 2. Instead of 1, it is going up to 2. So this part goes up to 2 minus 2. And similarly, this part I erase it out and it goes up to plus 2. This is going to be the shape of the y is equal to 2 cos x, because it is, we remember, if at all it is outside, only the y coordinate changes, x coordinate does not changes. So y coordinates were positive 1 and negative 1, so it changes to positive 2 and negative 2. Y equals to tan x. Tan x, it is a curve with asymptotes at, draw the asymptotes, asymptotes at minus 90 and plus 90 in a gap of 180 degrees. So it is at first 90 and 190 plus 180 is nothing but what? 270. Another asymptote is at 270. One of the asymptote is also at minus 90. So we have to just change the passing through origin, passing through 180. This is going to be y equals to tan x. Now coming to part B, given that n belongs to n, reduce in terms of n the number of real solutions of the equation 2 cos x is equal to tan x. When we see the equation, or when we see the graph, we can see that 2 cos x is equal to tan x. At how many points it is intersecting? At 2 points it is intersecting. So when it is minus 90 to 360, it is intersecting at 2 points. So therefore, for n times, it's going to be intersecting at 2n. So I'm going to write 2n for that. Then tan x is equal to negative 3 upon 2. Tan x is equal to negative 3 upon 2 means negative 1.5. Draw a straight line at negative 1.5. Y equals to negative 1.5. Is it over here? Now we can see that again how many points it is getting what is this intersecting between negative 90 and 360. So it's going to be nothing but what? We can see that over here. Let me mark it out. 1 and 2, and there will be one more point over here, 3. So 2n. Obviously in this range it is always 2n, and there will be always 1 over here. So it's going to be nothing but what? What am I going to write it out? I'm going to write it as 2n plus 1. 2n plus 1. 2n in between those intervals minus 90 to 360, and between those asymptotes, and out of that asymptote it will be always 1 extra, so 2n plus 1. That's going to be the answer for part B. Now question number 8. Figure 4 shows the sketch of the curve y equal to x plus 2 times x minus 10 times 2x minus 3. Deduce the values for f of x is greater than 0. F of x is greater than 0. So we can see that it is greater than on this value, and what this value it is greater than. So we know that x plus 2 equals to 0. So x equals to, or else I'll write it out over here. X plus 2 equals to 0. So x equals to negative 2. X minus 10 equals to 0. So x equals to 10. And 2x minus 3 equals to 0. So x equals to 3 upon 2. So negative 2, 10, 3 upon 2. So what are those points? It is negative 2, 3 upon 2, and 10. So it should lie between negative 2 and 3 upon 2. It should be greater than 10. Negative 2, 3 upon 2, and x is greater than 10. Expand f of x to the form 2x cubed plus ax squared plus bx plus 60, where a and b are the integers to be found. So we are expanding x plus 2 times x minus 10 times 2x plus 3, 2x minus 3. So first multiply these two brackets, so it becomes x square minus 10x plus 2x minus 20 times 2x minus 3. So multiply 2x with each of the term, it becomes 2x cubed minus 20x square plus 4x square minus 40x. Then multiply with negative 3 all the terms, minus 3x square plus 30x minus 6x plus 60. When I simplify it out, 2x cubed, then I take minus 20 plus 4 is minus 16, minus 16 minus 3 is minus 19, minus 19x squared. Then minus 40 plus 30 is minus 10, minus 10 minus 6 is minus 16x plus 60. This is going to be the answer. The copy of figure 4 called diagram 2 is shown in the next page. Okay, then sketch on the diagram the curve y is equal to k upon x plus 60, where k is a positive constant. You must show clearly the position of the equation of the horizontal asymptote to the curve. So k upon 60, k upon x plus 60. Basically k upon x means it should be in this way. Now plus 60 means it goes 60 units up. So therefore it's going to be somewhat up over here, and this also is going to be over here, asymptote. So we know that it is moving 60 units up. So asymptote is going to be over there. That is y equals to 60 is the asymptote. What else is being asked over there? Hence deduce the number of real solutions for f of x is equal to k upon x plus 60 when k is a positive number. So we can see that at how many points it is intersecting. It is intersecting at 2 points. 1 point over here and 1 point over here. So therefore, how many roots is going to be there? It's going to be 2 roots. Question number 9. Figure 5 shows a sketch of the curve C with equation 4x square plus 9y square plus 4xy equals to 64. The curve C crosses the negative y-axis at a point P. The line L1 has a gradient 2 and passes through point P. Find the equation of the line L1. So x-axis, y-axis means x is equal to 0. Let me add a page over here. Y-axis means nothing but what? X is equal to 0. It does mean x equal to 0. Plug in x is equal to 0. So you will be getting it out. 4x square plus 9y square plus 4xy equals to 64. 4x square plus 9y square plus 4xy equals to 64. Plug in x is equal to 0. So 9y square plus 0 equals to 64. Y square equals to 64 upon 9. Y equals to plus or minus square root of 64 upon 9 is 8 upon 3. But I take minus 8 upon 3 because it is negative x-axis or negative y-axis. So the point is P is equal to 0, comma, negative 8 upon 3. But the line has a gradient 2 and passes through P. So y equals to mx plus c. So y equals to 2x plus c. So plug in that point over here. Minus 8 upon 3 equals to 2 times 0 plus c. So c equals to minus 8 upon 3. So what will be the equation? Y equals to 2x minus 8 upon 3. Next, we formed in the form y equal to mx plus c. The line L2 y equal to 2x plus k is a constant. Show that the y coordinates of the line L2 meets the c are of the solutions. So y equals to 2x plus k. Y equals to 2x plus k. So 2x equals to y minus k. So what is that? We have the equation of the curve is 4x square plus 9y square plus 4x y equals to 64. So I have 2x. So 4x square can be written as 2x whole square plus 9y square plus 2x times 2y equals to 64. Now I can plug in this 2x over here. So what does that becomes now? Y minus k whole square plus 9y square plus 2 times or 2y times 9 y minus k equals to 64. Expand it out, it becomes y square minus 2ky plus k square plus 9y square plus 2y square minus 2ky equals to 64. Then what does that becomes now? 9y square plus 2y square is 11. 11y square plus 1y square is 12y square. Then minus 2ky will become minus 4ky plus k square minus 64 equals to 0. That only has been asked us to prove it out. Given that L2 meets the curve C at two distinct points, find the range of possible values of k. If at all it is intersecting at two distinct points, so what does that mean? Becomes b square minus 4ac should be greater than 0. So what is that? A equals to 12, b equals to minus 4k, c equals to k square minus 64. So b square minus 4ac is greater than 0. So it becomes 16k square minus 48k square plus 4 times 12 is 48. Then again 48, 48 times 64 should be giving me 3072. 3072 is greater than 0. Now 16 minus 48 is nothing but what? Minus 32k square plus 3072 is greater than 0. So take off the minus. So it becomes 32k square minus 3072 is less than 0. When you multiply by minus, the inequality symbol changes. Divide by 32, k square minus 3072 divided by 32 gives me 96 is less than 0. So k square minus 96 square root of 96 whole square is less than 0. So when I get like that, so we can write that k lies between negative square root 96 and positive square root 96. Square root 96 is 4 root 6. So it lies between negative 4 root 6 and positive 4 root 6. That's going to be the answer. Finally, question number 10. The curve has this equation. Find the integral of 2x minus 1 upon 4 root x. So first of all, simplify that one. 2x minus 1 upon 4 root x. So how it dx? How do I can write it as 2x divided by 4 root x minus 1 upon 4 root x dx. So it becomes 1 upon 2, x power 1 minus 1 upon 2 is 1 upon 2 dx minus 1 upon 4, x power negative 1 upon 2 dx. X power 1 upon 2 integral is nothing but what? X power 3 upon 2 upon 3 upon 2 minus 1 upon 4, x power 1 upon 2 upon 1 upon 2 plus c. So it becomes 1 upon 3 x power 3 upon 2 minus 1 upon 2 x power 1 upon 2 plus c. That's going to be the answer. Next part, given that f prime x is equal to ax squared plus b, the gradient is 3 comma at 3 comma 5 is 4 and the y-intercept is minus 5. Find f of x. So he has given that gradient is equal to ax squared plus b. So I do the integration f prime x dx should become integral of ax squared plus b dx. So this will be giving me f of x equals to ax cube upon 3 plus bx plus c. Now it passes through 3 comma minus 5 and the gradient is 4. So substitute 3 comma 5. So x equals to 3, y equals to 5. So what does that becomes now? 5 equals to a times 3 cube upon 3 plus b times 3 plus c. So it becomes 9a plus 3b plus c equals to 5. That is one of the equation. Then f prime x equals to nothing but what? 4. The gradient is 4. So what is that? A times 3 square plus b is equal to 4. So 9a plus b equals to 4. So I got these two equations. Next, the y-intercept is going to be, what else he has been given? This is first condition, this is the second condition, and the third condition is y-intercept. Y-intercept has been given as nothing but what? Minus 5. Means when x is equal to 0, y equals to minus 5. So minus 5 equals to a times 0 plus b times 0 plus c. So c equals to nothing but how much? Negative 5. So once I got the values of c as negative 5, I get these two equations. First equation is 9a plus 3b plus c equal to 0. Second equation is 9a plus b equals to 4. 9a plus 3b plus c equals to 5. And 9a plus b equals to 4. I subtract these two equations. 9a 9a gets cancelled. 2b plus c equals to 1. But just now see we got the value as minus 5 equals to 1. So 2b equals to 6. So b equals to nothing but what? 3. Once I got the b value as 3, plug in this b value in this equation. So we get it out 9a plus 3 equals to 4. 9a equals to 1. A equals to 1 upon 9. So once I got the value of a, we can get the equation back. The equation was f of x equals to ax cube plus bx plus c. F of x is equal to nothing but how much? Ax cube upon 3 plus bx plus c. So a is 1 upon 9 times 1 upon 3 x cube plus b is 3x, c is 5. So final equation is f of x is 1 upon 27 x cube plus 3x minus 5. That's going to be the answer. So that completes the paper. See you in the next paper. Bye.